about that.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh, I think it would be really cool, but I am such a I'm such a sucker for the crack ships, I swear.
Crap. Dude, I have, like, this idea now. Oh, fudge. Okay, sorry.
I can't wait to read it.
If I write it, I'll forget by the morning.
I'll remind you. I can't picture Lexi with anyone. Well, they're not talking romantically. I don't know. Maybe Klaus was like checking up on Stefan, like while he took away his memory and like ran into Lexi and acted all nonchalant. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
My mind, I can't stand this. Oh,
No,
gosh.
guys, I totally blanked on the fact that the 1920s. I forgot that Klaus and Stefan. Wow.
I can't take this
suck.
pen and paper. Where are you? Oh, God. I'm having a moment.
I can't even think about this right now. Holy.
All right, so basically we're going to refer to Charlotte's possible fic
Basically.
to the answer to the question.
Oh, crap, though. But if I don't write it, that'll suck.
I will make you write it.
You're going to have tons of asks now that, where's your Lexi and Klaus fic?
Yeah, right. People don't care that much.
You decided that I was worth saving. YDTIWWS asked, what's her name? It's Elaine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If both Jeremy and Anna wanted to, can they still see/talk to each other?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Because she peacefully went to the other side.
The other side.
Yeah.
Insert ominous music here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, that was legit.
Maybe in their
I don't
dreams.
know. Because she said that I think the only reason Jeremy could see her was, well, wait, I'm very confused. Because the witch apparently opened like a portal.
But the necklace is back. Don't forget
Yeah.
that.
But I think, to me, Anna's like peaceful now because she's with her mom. So I think she's like gone from that whole like limbo that she was in.
But I don't think that means that they can't come back.
Yeah, you never know with this show.
Exactly. But do we think that they can still see and talk to each other?
I don't think so.
Probably not. And I think, well, we're going to see too, Jeremy. Well, yeah, Karina has an article today that said that we'll see Jeremy dealing with losing Anna again, and he's going to be pretty reckless.
Poor boy.
Yeah.
I know. It just hit me because, like, I forgot who wrote it, but Jeremy and Alaric have a lot in common.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all their girlfriends are dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
It didn't hit me before, and then I was reading Karina's
They're like
article.
Jalaric 2.0, but not the romantic kind.
Yeah.
I used to think that Jeremy's character was just kind of there, but then when Anna popped in, I was like, I like this guy.
Yes.
I've always liked him.
I like the face he makes when, like, Damon goes, "No, Elena, I can't come to your bedroom with you." And he's like, nom,
He's
nom,
just
nom.
like, don't
Eat my
care.
cereal.
That's one of my favorite parts. He's like, am I supposed to care?
He just kind of
I
rolls
love
his eyes.
And I like the face he makes when he's thinking or when he's like trying to be intimidating or he is being intimidating or whatever. He makes like this face where he like narrows his eyes and just like moves his head. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Somebody
about
has
the
to
same
gif it.
time I take off my pants.
Really?
I need to stop.
I'm enjoying this way too much.
I need to stop this now.
But I don't know. It's funny to me. I love it in like a funny, humorous way, but I'm just like, he's doing it again.
Okay, so end of the affair asked.
I've got another question, this person said. It's highly assumed that Stefan and Damon have different moms. I never really thought about it until I read this. Elena says something about Stefan's mom being the closest to a real mom he has had, talking about a part in one of the books. What do you guys think on this whole assumption?
My feet are firmly planted in the idea that Damon and Stefan have the same mom.
Me too.
Yeah, I never have even considered them having
Yeah.
different parents.
It's highly assumed. I've never heard this.
Yeah,
This
I read the book.
Ooh.
I don't remember that, but
I read the books, but that was like 4 years ago.
but I
Elena
don't
said
think that phrase is necessarily saying that Stefan has a different mom.
End of the affair. Can you find us?
Yeah,
Can you find us the
get
actual quote and submit it again, and we'll.
talk about it.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Yeah, I want to bring this back up. This interests me.
Jay,
And
Jen,
you know,
Jay
if Jen
read
was
the
here-
books and Charlotte read the books, right?
Yeah, I read the book.
Forever ago. Dude, all I remember is that Elena was blonde and that Damon had all kinds of mojo powers that he could do.
And Stefan's all little lovely love, and I'm all gag, gag, gag.
Yeah.
And Damon hangs out in trees outside of Elena's window.
Yeah, like Edward Cullen.
Ugh. cute.
Do not.
Anyway, no, to me, I'm really sold on the fact that Damon and Stefan had the same mom, and that their mother died giving birth to Stefan. Even though later on comes another question, and I actually am intrigued by this, but I'll wait. So I'm not going to add.
Okay. If the mom did live through like the childbirth, like Stefan's birth, I could see her having a really close relationship with Damon, just because Giuseppe he wasn't like cruel with Stefan until later with the whole vampire thing.
Exactly.
But he always favored Stefan, so I don't think there would have been like a huge need for Gertrude. No, I don't know her name. She's not a Gertrude. For the mom, I don't think
Victoria.
The Salvatore.
I read that in a
that's
fic.
good name.
I read Isabella.
We see Isabella a lot too. Yeah.
I really liked Victoria. Which fic was that? You guys read that one?
I didn't.
I didn't. I don't.
I'm trying to attribute to Stefan's need to please his father. There has to be a reason why he has this like constant need to be a pleaser to his dad. Like, you know? I don't know if it was just because immediately Giuseppe doted on him and they kind of just had that sort of relationship, or something happened.
Maybe it came out later when Damon went to war.
Maybe.
Unless he felt responsible, like say their mom did die when Stefan was born. Maybe he felt responsible and like he owed his dad.
Exactly.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Okay. I think we tossed this question.
Yeah. I think we decided that I was worth saving. Asked. Did I already ask this
Elaine,
question?
for the love of fun.
Elaine, yeah. What are your thoughts on the Stefan Catherine deleted scene in the tomb?
Yes!
Wish it was real.
It needed to be real.
We needed a scene like that in the show.
That's canon. All right, fudge everything.
Oh, it's totally canon.
That was amazing. That was awesome.
It's
that was
deleted
just Catherine.
I don't know why they took that out.
I don't know either, because that was fantastic.
Maybe because the writers didn't want to show her more vulnerable side. Bleh, I can't speak tonight. Until later in season 3, which we just had in the car.
True.
Yeah, but we saw her vulnerable in... Was it Katerina? The episode Katerina? When she was talking about it?
That was season 2, though. I guess maybe they wanted to turn over... Wait, the other one was season 2 also, wasn't it? What am I saying? What am I doing with my life? But you know what I mean. I think the Katerina episode where we saw like all of her backstory and everything, yes, it showed her vulnerable side, but at the same time, she kind of tried to say that I think they presented it in a way where she was vulnerable back then, but now her heart has hardened and she won't let that happen to her anymore. Because remember when she said she's the safest psychotic in town?
Bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Thank you. I'm not going to say the word. But, so I think that they were trying to show it in that sense, and maybe they didn't want to show that she was still vulnerable in season 2 until they got to season 3 in present day. You know what I mean? So that even makes sense.
Yeah, that's canon to me. I think it really happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And I just loved it so much because they were having an actual connection for like 2.5 seconds that they hadn't had in 100 or something years.
Elaine, is that her name?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. She asked, what do you think would happen to a human wearing the ring? Because Lord of the Rings. If a supernatural being decapitated him or pulled out their heart, whenever we see it happen, it's a neck snap or a stabbing.
I love this
question. I do not know. This is like the same question with like the originals, you know? You know how we're saying like, what if Damon pulled out Klaus's heart? Like, does he die?
Holy fudging crap.
Like, this is the same thing. We have no idea. Does it
so cool.
Does it magically work and like their heart starts
he's
moving
still, like,
across
living.
the floor?
No, he can't move, but I think if
I said does the heart like start moving across the floor and like try to get back
No, it's inanimate. It can't do that. But I think if someone put the heart back in, he would heal.
Okay. That is so cool.
I like that idea.
I don't know because they're human. I don't know if that would really work. Maybe they would have to... Okay, let's say their heart was taken out. I mean, in theory, this wouldn't even work. But if there was a way to put the heart back in and stitch it back in, and this is disgusting, before they woke up, because it's like an hour.
You wouldn't
So-
have to stitch it. You just have to put it back in place.
Yeah, and
That's
it would
it.
kind of just come back together.
Because, I mean, you snap Alaric's neck. It's not like he's, like, twisting his neck back to, like, sort of be back in place. It just works on its own. All the parts just need to be there, that's all.
I like this idea. I think we should ask Julie.
But maybe, yeah, and also maybe it would take longer for them to heal that way, because, I mean, neck snapping, yeah, but it's just kind of like bones and fixtures. I mean, maybe that's why there's such a delay, because it has to mend everything.
Yeah.
I mean, if they died of lack of blood, let's say, and then they would have to come back, it probably wouldn't be as long as bone mending, because it's just replenishing blood.
Yeah, because look when Catherine had Jeremy in the tomb, like she just kept draining his blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she didn't let him die completely.
No, she did. She said, "Look at my new toy," and she showed his ring, and she just kept draining him. And I like Anna's idea. I think that's what it would need to be. Like their heart would have to like go back in and kind of.
But what about their head?
I think the same thing. You put their head like back,
Oh.
and it would kind of just.
Alright, Anon asked, I think Bonnie is so misunderstood. Her Grams died, so she can't talk to anyone about her powers. One of her best friends, a vamp, and the other loves one or two vampires, I'm assuming. So she can't be honest about how she feels about vampires, and her boyfriend who cheated on her is her best friend's brother, so she can't be honest about how she feels about him cheating. And she's already so caught up in everything, going against the rules of her own to protect even vampires and werewolves, she's probably just confused and stressed. Is there a question in there?
No.
I think the question is kind of, so why do people hate on her?
Because she...
Where's Jen?
Yeah, right.
I know.
No, Jen is not a Bonnie lover.
No.
Yep.
I think all those things are true.
I think Bonnie protects her own, and that includes her friends, and she wants to protect her friends by having the people they care about still being okay.
I think we mentioned this in the first chat.
Yeah, but I think sometimes she can be a little too...
She doesn't
doesn't
understand.
practice empathy very
That's what I was just
often.
about to say. She doesn't sympathize.
Yeah.
Because she has problems, but everybody else does as well.
Mhm.
And I think, because I understand that she wants to protect her own, and to an extent, that's why I guess I'm not a Bonnie hater. I'm just kind of a neutral ground hater, because I understand that. But at the same time, she has her problems, but she doesn't realize that other people do as well, and she doesn't want to listen to other people's sides of things. She's a bit headstrong in that way, I guess.
I mean, when you think about in terms of who has lost the most people or whose life has changed the most, it's not Bonnie's.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, everyone deals with things in their own way, and they're allowed to deal with things in their own way. They're allowed to be angry, and they're allowed to grieve, and they're allowed to do whatever.
Mhm.
I think it's also blame and
Yeah.
grudge. That's the word I was looking for. There it is.
Yeah.
Because her Grams didn't die on, I don't want to say she didn't die on her own terms, because she totally did. I mean, she knew what she was doing, and she did it to help, but it was to help vampires, which Bonnie had been taught from her Grams, and she never got to sit down with her Grams and ask her, look, what do you think about some vampires possibly maybe being good in the context of modern day times?
Yeah.
So her Grams gave her life for this cause that she had always heard her Grams say she was against. So I guess Bonnie doesn't see justice in that, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, like, look how, like, Elena was with her when she found out her grandmother died. And then Bonnie went away. And then when she came back, like, she didn't want to talk to Elena. She didn't want to talk to Stefan. Didn't want to talk to like, no one. She was, like, done with the whole thing because she blamed Stefan and Damon for her grandmother's death.
And Elena kind of indirectly, I think she just didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah, because she said as long as you're with Stefan, like, we have different opinions.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we can't forget, she's still young. She's only 17.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's learning still.
Yeah.
That's why I said, like, when we got asked that question, like, what we would like to see with season 3, and how I said I wanted Bonnie to kind of, like, atone for her actions.
Yeah.
I get all that she's been through. I'm one of those people, like, okay, give a little, give a little.
Yeah.
Because if you want people to be sympathetic towards your situation, you need to be sympathetic towards theirs.
I think they all need to be compassionate towards each other because they have all gone through an insane amount.
And I think
Mhm.
that's why Elena's such a compelling character and why so many of the other characters love her, because she sympathizes with everyone.
Yeah.